You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, no other than a dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack. Today in this studio, we are joined by none other than...
Shroud.
Yay.
Yay! We also have a few other people in the studio as well. That includes Led Zapp, who is going to continue driving one joke straight into dead horse territory, as well as a few other people.
We got Draylen join us, Mactane, Carrie Death listening at work. And of course, we got a whole bunch of people hanging out listening on stream. Welcome everybody today to the stream. How's everybody doing there? Who's that out there? Oh, Luca and a Kush lady. How you guys doing? Always nice to see you guys. So, what's going on? You're putting me to sleep, man. For the record,
we have a new person, Frost Fox.
For the record, today is April 20th, 2016, Shroud of the Avatar. That's right, it's 420 here in Shroud of the Avatar for all you folks to celebrate. Happy 420 day. We'll be out back. We'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, frostbite. Not frostbite. Frost. Yeah. What Jack said.
Yep. Exactly what Jack said. What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about, Jack? Oh, who else?
I don't know.
Who else we got there? Juicina? From PAX. Stopping in up there today. Looks like Schroeder's got some followers over there. People just show up and start dancing. What was that show back in the 70s? The dance show they used to have on every Saturday afternoon.
Soul Train?
Was it Soul
American
Train?
Bandstand?
American Bandstand, yeah. Well, Soul Train is the one I think I was thinking of. You know, every week, people get up and dance, and people would vie for the good spots, where the cameras were.
Oh, by the way, Laz, I checked the radio. Yeah, you're coming in distorted.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're still trying to figure that little part out. But it's bearable, at least, I
now,
believe.
was it the in-game radio that you checked, or was it the out-of-game radio?
I asked them to check the in-game.
Okay.
In-game radio.
Because the in-game may have that distortion if you have the radio filter enabled.
Yes, that is quite true.
Also check the out-of-game.
Okay, I will do that once I find out where it is.
But the levels are a lot better than they used to be. We can actually see that here now. So, anyway, moving right along. What do we got on tap today, Jack? I noticed, of course, excuse me. Starlong did yesterday's stand-up corner. Which he only usually does when Chaos is
did
out.
Today.
And then Chaos, yes, absolutely. Actually got today's out. These guys are on a drive. They're getting that out a little earlier day by day now. But one of the things I'm still waiting for is, and I know we got a lot of folks out there waiting for it, so we'll just get it out of the way. At least at the last check. There was still no QA up. And
no, I checked right before the show, and that was not working.
It wasn't happening.
Now, I wanted to talk about a certain tweet that Richard Garriott sent out yesterday.
Yes, I know. I had a laugh when you messaged me about that because I retweeted it like 11 minutes after he put it out there. I was actually up early in the morning, Jack. Yes, and we put that out there. There was another interesting tweet actually this morning, which I would also like to cover. Well, we're about to tell you here if you hold on.
I'm excited.
Keep your pants on. He comes screaming in here at the last minute, jumps in the seat and starts playing music, and then he wants to rush and get all the news before everybody else. I tell you, these guys.
Yeah.
I'm selfish. What can I say?
Just tell me, more.
There's also a thread on Richard Garriott's Twitter that if someone asks him whether or not there's any chance that he'll ever get a hold of the Ultima brand again, and he says that he's receiving resistance from within EA.
Really?
Of course.
Yeah. I think they're... Well, it doesn't
Why
help
not?
that they named their platform, their game distribution platform, Origin.
Yeah.
And so then after that, you end up with a convolution between Origin Systems and Origin, but the Ultima series of games, you know what? They must be thinking of a way to monetize that a little bit better than selling off Ultima Online to another studio.
Well, just recently they actually did sell it off to another studio, which is just one of their
That's what I mean.
subsidiaries. But but of course, with the resurgence and the popularity, and I mean, hell, they came out with some major updates for UO here this past year. Some major worldwide server updates for them, and somebody's still making a buck off that name.
Yes. I'm actually looking for the actual tweet on Richard's stream.
I am actively doing the same thing.
I'm staring at my phone. Yep.
I think
I found it.
I think it would have just been easier for me to go right to my retweet from yesterday, probably.
Yeah, that definitely would have been a lot easier, but nowhere near as pleasurable.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I've got to wait for you to go find it?
It is, you gotta wait for me to go find it. How do I bring that up? How do I bring that one up?
You click that link that I just sent you.
How about I just do the easy way? I click that link that Jack just sent me.
There's a link in Discord there you can use.
Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about.
The link that Jack sent you. Yeah.
Captain Obvious here today.
I know. Yes.
What are you smoking?
Just doing my job.
So, yes,
It's
we
420,
retweeted this
it's
yesterday.
420 now.
It's 420 day. Everybody's
So-
having a good time.
Shamanar the Dragon asked the question, any idea when Shroud of the Avatar will be released, and will we see the Spoony one in-game? And his answer, yes and yes. Oh, you want to know when? Last wipe is July. Episode 1 launch about year-end.
Absolutely.
Now, do you remember when I said that there's at least 6 months of story time left for them to actually finish the story?
Absolutely.
And I did that interview on Wake Up New Britannia,
Are you
and
making
one of the
it?
questions was, when do you think the game is going to be launched? And I said, probably November. And I said, I don't want that to be true. It's very unfortunate. I don't want that to be true.
You don't want a Thanksgiving launch?
I don't want a year into the year launch. I want it to be like
Yesterday?
September. I want it to be on my birthday.
Oh, you want a birthday present? Well, that's a different story.
Oh, when's your birthday?
Not today, I'll tell you that much.
I think he just gave you a big hint.
Yeah.
September.
Yeah.
Oh, you already know how old you are, Jack, so you can go ahead and tell us.
I know,
Might
I'm
get
old.
some presents.
He ain't as old as you old fart.
Hey.
Hey now.
Yeah. At least
But-
I can move on to more than just one joke.
That's right. Now-
Like I said, I'm just 1 year older than Richard, or Lord British, excuse me.
Yeah.
Which blows me away.
But there was
Apart.
another tweet out earlier today, about 2 hours ago, and this one, Style Teckle asked a question. And you have that one right above that one. Do you want to load that one up real quick?
Hold on. Is this the economy question?
This is the, I don't know if it's the economy question.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I got distracted by Brian Fargo's tweets. Someone converted like a Ford Focus into a Batmobile.
Oh, cool. Okay.
it's bad.
Ford Focus. Yeah, my old man called it a Focus.
But it's a one on housing there that he answers, or gives raises the concern and lets everybody apparently know that there will be plenty of land for players who want it. Basically, I still don't know how I feel about everything we see there, but how we're hearing how it's going to be handled. But that's another story all in itself.
Huh.
But they feel confident that there's going to be plenty of housing for folks. What are we doing?
Look what's available on Speedtree's website.
Oh, this is too funny.
It's my tweet right above my tweet right above the one that Richard's talking about.
That's
is the
too
fact
funny.
that Speedtree is giving out free for one day only speed weed. So you can incorporate
Today.
weed.
Speed weed. Free 1 day only.
Yeah, so-
Is this in the? Is this a download
Yeah.
from Speedtree for Unity?
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
guessing
Yeah, it is.
That's funny. Happy 420 Day,
Wonder what it-
developers.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty damn funny.
So Mactane was over here crying. What's Mactane crying about today? He's crying over the bench doesn't like me.
I don't know.
You have to be naked to get up and dance on the bench. That's what it is. He's sitting there. If you sit like that, you'll have my head between your legs.
Just don't fall down.
So-
Get a jar of nut butter on.
So, Laz, did you want to work on your phrasing for that one?
What? If he sat like that,
If
he'd have my
he-
head between his legs. My skull is sitting on the chair, so if he sits like that, he's got the skull of Lazarus between his legs.
You still need to rephrase that, I think.
I get it.
Phrasing.
He's got your head in his butt.
I understand the implications of what I said. Come on now. Question is, did everybody else get it for crying out loud?
I got it. That's why I
I
said
don't want to
phrasing.
get it.
So did I tell you we got a couple new followers today? One of our new followers is named, appropriately enough, Nut Butter. So I want to thank Nut Butter.
What?
Yep, Nut Butter followed us today.
Nut Butter did not follow me.
And the Uncle Benny. Uncle Benny is followed today. So just a shout out to a couple of our newest followers out there.
Oh yeah, I wanted to remind everybody that actually wanted to participate in our show. You are more than welcome to do so. You just have to go to nbnn.info and click on the Join Us in Discord button and type in your in-game name and then connect.
We have a request to put the Emperor's clothes on. I guess we're going to have to wait for Shroud.
Who requested that?
That's Frost out there. Frost has requested that we show off the Emperor's clothing.
I have to go find the game window.
So Scroda,
I think I'm-
whenever you're ready to
I-
transpose
Yeah.
or transition,
I will
maybe.
try the crown.
Sure, I'm ready.
I started off the crown.
Let's get us a little dancing music.
Oh boy.
We will put on the Emperor's new clothes and do some dancing. By request.
You got the stripper song, Scrota. You got the stripper song.
They're out of town. My strippers.
No, the song.
Oh,
I don't have that one yet.
no. I should get that one. Do you know what it's called?
There we go.
Man. Well,
And yes,
Laz, you're
this
dark, man.
is the Emperor's new clothes. That's right, man. I got a good tan. I live on the beach. Come on. Don't you know where Snow Harbor is? I got an island out there, right on the beachfront. You know, overlooking the ocean. Laz gets out there, man.
Man, that is damn. You are dark.
So I'm living large, Shroud Avatar. I got my own private island and everything. I got my own private island on my own private island, for crying out loud. But yes, as you can see, I have the Emperor Corwin's new crown on.
Mountain biome.
And I
Crown.
have Emperor
Bespoke
Valen's
tunic.
new bespoke tunic. That's right. Of course, Jack and I are both sporting the modern version of the men's kilt. Of course, I'm sporting the Speedo
You got
version.
the short one,
The
right?
Speedo version.
Yep.
Yeah, that thing in the front's really moving.
And then we have Emperor Fitzwallen's, the Fort's new gloves on. And don't forget Emperor Christina's new knee-high heeled boots. Knee-high high-heeled boots, nonetheless.
Yep.
So yes, the Emperor's
Very, very
clothing
high.
out there for you
Very
guys.
high boots.
Now, of course, the kilt is the only thing that gives us a little bit of modesty there. But yes, I gotta love this stuff.
Now, question: are they supposed to be invisible, or is that just a bug and they haven't got it fixed yet?
No, they.
Have you never read the Emperor's New Clothes?
When you,
I
you
haven't.
should go out to the website. Is there a link still out there on the website? Let's just verify that.
Yes, there is. If you click on the package deal for the Emperor's New Clothes, it includes a link to the Emperor's New Clothes story.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll check it out then.
Yes,
Now, if I remember correctly, the Emperor was completely naked.
absolutely.
Now, we
I'm
don't have
surprised.
that.
Did they include Lady Godiva in there?
I do not
Nope.
recall seeing
Nope.
that as part of the story. Where would,
Next, you're going to tell us you don't know who Lady Godiva is.
well,
I know who Lady
I know
Godiva
who
is.
Lady Godiva is. She owns
She's the one
Godiva
that provides
chocolates,
chocolate, right?
right? She owns Godiva chocolate, right?
Okay, yeah.
Boo.
I think there's more of a history to there than that.
Yes.
See,
there
I
is.
think it's. If you want to note the irony of ironies, I actually retweeted the Speedweed for the Unity Asset Store, yet I have never partaken of it.
Well, I mean, you
That
got, you
is
gotta,
irony
gotta
of
get out
ironies.
the freebies, regardless of whether it's hysterical illicit
Says
drugs
cannabis.
or whether it's
Says cannabis.
I've told you all. I ran a UO shard back in the day, and of course we had what we called wizard weed. We also had magic mushrooms with psychedelic effects. Yeah, we had our own brewing system, and you can get as messed up as you wanted in the game. You know, wizard weed was addictive, and it did have detrimental effects on your stamina and health over time. And of course, the more you smoked, the more you craved it. So, if you weren't getting your regular fix, it was detrimental, man. We had some crazy shit going on back in the day.
Damn, hooked, huh?
You take some mushrooms from underneath Luigi's storefront there and pop a couple in your mouth, and next thing you know, you're seeing purple dragons and hallucinating ents and all sorts of other stuff while you're hanging out in the bar, man. It was pretty cool stuff. You know, things flashing all sorts of funny colors. I should boot it up and show you guys one of these days. I should put it up on screen.
Well, speaking of that, we already know that they do have the tech inside the game here to distort your screen to mimic being extremely drunk.
Yes.
Hopefully it's not long lasting.
Well, we are actually anticipating, Jack and I, the effects of alcohol on the system. For many people who aren't really paying attention to the game and they're just sitting there waiting, there's going to be a lot of physical effects with things like alcohol, potions, food. The food system we have in place right now, maybe this is some really good information for folks, is not by any means where it's going to be. There's actually going to be a system where we have proteins and carbs and this and that, and you're going to have to consume X amount on a regular basis in order to sustain your character's health, so we understand. Now, we haven't seen any of this really in there yet, but we are waiting for it. My goodness. Somebody's having a good time on Twitter.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Dude, man, you know, I just put the tweets out there, man. The fans respond.
What did you give?
You know, when the fans respond, you know, my phone goes nuts. This is a slow day.
Give that bird?
Well, you know, it was 420, so we gave him a few seeds to chew on. He's up there in the birdcage having a real good time today. Oh, that's too funny. And you know who that was? That was Cannibal CC.
What do you do?
What do you do?
That was all the retweets. It's Cannibal. One of our residents.
Retweet my stuff.
One of our resident supporters. Well, did you tag him in today's tweet? Of course, I tagged him in the 420 tweets. Yes, they'll see. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Strategic marketing, man. You got to hit the people with the connections on the right day. Actually, Cannibal's...
Hey, I retweeted the Speedweed, so...
Cannibal is one of my regulars. He's in the regular rotation. He's been following us for a long time. He's a long-time supporter. So I'd throw him in the rotation. And, of course, for those folks who follow our tweets, today's humorous tweet is a good little giggle out there. So if you follow us, go check it out. Take a peek at it. Who stole my X-Acto knife? It was me. So moving right along is, that's the food system we're expecting to see in. And of course, we're hearing about it, and Richard's a real big proponent of that kind of stuff. Keeping the recipes as close to, real life, real concept as possible. Things like that. So we're going to be looking to see. I mean, he's had games where you could actually die of dehydration. While there's been hints at it here, it's...
What? Spend all your time baking bread to keep your companions alive? What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. Frost, we are at NBNN News on Twitter, or at Twitch Cynicist for Jack. You can go out there and follow us on Twitter. And, of course, you can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Google+. You can follow us on Twitch. We are everywhere. We are streaming out there live.
Don't forget
and of course,
to join us in Discord.
Yeah, you can join us here live. Come on in. Go to nbnn.info. Use the Discord app. Come join us. This is a open show where we invite you, the audience, to come hang out and chat with us. While we got people who come in and just listen, like Carrie Death here today, just listening in at work at her desk. We more than welcome you to come on in, voice your opinion, ask your questions, get your questions answered, all that good stuff. Just have a good time with us here as we do our show day by day. And speaking of doing our show,
and read the news.
I was going to say, and speaking
and we
of doing
read
our
this
show,
thing called the Stand-Up Corner. Yeah. I'm waiting for you to bring it up, not me.
Well, you know,
Because if you look at my
today.
stream, it's there. It's there before you even thought about it.
So that's
So it is time for the
Slag.
stand-up corner. Remember, this is provided by the devs and tells us what's going on in their world. We are generally a day behind on their schedule just because they don't always post it in time for us to read it on air. So this is what the devs were working on yesterday, Tuesday, April 19th. Remember, today is 420, as Laz will not let you forget. Over in the art department, Bob is working on the home deco signs. Kevin is working on the female avatar. Matt is working on the female run cycle update and the bed sleeping animation. Reed is working on bugs,
bug.
an NPC building collision, and crown modeling and Oracle confirmatory collision. Over in design, Led Zepp is working on the bong hits. Brandon is working on the item and companions. Dan,
Here.
you gonna let me continue? Yeah. Hey, I was gonna work Laz in there somewhere. Dan is working on the player towns and the scene region data. Finn is working on Lunar Rift's visual effects and transitions upgrade and interactive shutters.
Interactive shutters. Interesting.
I know. It's like maybe you'll be able to close the blinds so people don't have to look in and see Led
you
Zepp
doing
walking
the
around his house
nasty.
naked.
That's
You can
right.
get
Hey, now I'm more concerned about
Hey,
the
now.
female cycle. I like that one.
You're more concerned about the female cycle? What?
Yeah, that we're
what
working
is
on
that?
That's one of the.
He's misconstruing what
female-
you said up there.
The female run cycle?
Yeah, the run
I
cycle.
don't know. I'm just saying. Whatever.
You want to make sure the jiggly bits jiggle?
That's
You
what.
want,
That's
you
all.
want to
he
make sure
can
that
say.
gravity takes its toll?
Of course, Jack.
Now remember, for all the ladies out there, never get a unicorn tattoo on your breast.
Why
You
is
don't want
that?
to end up with a giraffe later on in life.
Uh,
A unigiraffe.
Yep. Okay, so let's see. What's her name? Fire Lotus was working on community and customer service. Keith was working on Brittany NPCs and discoveries and creatures. Lum the Mad was working on Brittany NPCs. And Sorcerer Steve was working on the Brittany neighborhood planning and Brittany South world building.
Yeah.
Over in tech, Eric was working on companions because Laz needs a friend.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
Casey
Jason
needs
was
somebody
working
to love.
on. Yes, he does.
Bug.
Hopefully, Casey will be one of the companions. Jason was working on bugs.
Bug.
Wizard Smoke was working on targeting bugs
Uh,
and the companions user interface and two-way friends user interface. One and Only was working on new targeting. Tassilo was working on the new firewall hardware setup. And Zach was working on removing events from batch crafting allow breakables if no tool. Over in
That's
QA,
detailed.
Man, real important too.
Yep. Got to be able to break those boxes with your
Your
fist.
fists.
Pound that. Yeah. Over in QA, James was working on regression and points of interest and smoke testing. Laz was working on pipes and making sure that he was cleaning out the gunk. Michael was working on QA and customer service and tools. Reese was working on sanity tests and reports and testing documentation and localization and customer service and touching himself.
That's it.
That's just
butter.
wrong.
Not butter.
Nut butter. Yeah. Okay, the production management. Another, we had Dippy Bird was playing around with the leads meeting and the Perforce corruption research and Cabana server reset and fall damage refractor and stun scaling refactors and builds. Maybe we'll
Busy
actually
man.
see a QA server. I know.
Yeah, that's
Gorn
good.
was Gorn was working on general business. Hutch was working on bugs.
Bug.
and decorations in Leeds meeting and player-run towns and putting a waterfall back into the mountain template. And Lord British was working on the Leeds meeting and playtesting and bug writing.
We should stop writing those.
Thank
bugs.
you for that. Thank you, Mr. Proudmore, for that.
I'm looking for
because I'm still. You're looking for what? Bug?
I'm looking for the waterfall.
Yeah.
The waterfall's non-existent.
Yeah, it's not. It's no longer in my mountain biome. Okay, and Lord British was also working on the Dread artifacts design, and then Chaos was working on the Release 29 decoration assets and data and music audit and triage and tracking. In Darkstar, he was shaking his head at the Leeds meeting, working on the weekly update draft, the deco item review, because Justin's not happy, she needs more decorations, Jira triage, Brittany neighborhood planning, and the Dread artifacts design with Lord British. That is what our devs were working on yesterday. And remember, we read the news and misinterpret it for you.
That's right. If you're going to misinterpret the
They were
news,
pretty
let us reinterpret it for you our way.
Yeah, let us do it for you.
This way you don't misinterpret it the wrong way. That's for sure. There's a lot of that going on in the world. Now, of course, as while I was in the add-on store, let's go ahead and show that. Do you still have the Emperor's new clothes there by chance?
Well, not on screen, because I don't have the add-on store on screen.
Oh.
But let me open up a new window for it real quick.
Oh, nice, Scroda.
Thank you.
So the Emperor's new clothes. And if you save on this value pack, the Emperor's and Empress's new clothes, that link takes you to the story. Yay!
Yes. But I just wanted to point out, of course, that those are in the store for a limited time only, and they will be expiring, what was it, May 2nd?
That is correct, May 2nd.
Of course, speaking of expiring, time is running out, folks. 12 days left.
We have 12.
12, count them,
12
12.
days.
1, 2 days, 12 days left to get those pledges. Those pledges that are expiring out there.
Don't forget that 15% new money bonus. So if you spend any new money, you will get a 15% add-on store credit about a day later. And then if you're looking to upgrade to the Village House, remember the very smallest pledge, which is $550 for the Citizen account, that does expire in 12 days. But you'll still be able to qualify for the smallest house, which is the
Ancestor.
Row House, which is the Ancestor pledge. So that one is not yet expiring.
And that'll
but
be
the Village
for
House
another
one
month or
is.
two, correct?
Yeah. So you'd have to go up to the Edelman after Citizen at $575.
Isn't the
But you get a
Edelman
cool German-style
expiring as well?
Nope.
The Edelman. So there still will be a Village. Okay, yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Immortal
Yeah, it's not
Adventurer,
much
Virtual
more.
Collector, Citizen, Knight, Lord, and Baron. So yes, there still will be ways to get that Village lot. You're just going to have to spend a little bit more. And of course, there
It's
will
like
be...
$50, isn't it?
Well, nonetheless, you're still going to have to spend
Just
a
a little bit
wee
more,
bit
not a
more.
lot.
That's right.
And Justin wants us to know that she misses us, so she has texted me, and I
thank
had to
you.
respond
Aw.
with.
I'll tell Justin we miss her too.
She is playing around with her kayak in Houston, so
We send love and kisses.
She has informed me that it has
And
started
dry
raining
towels.
again.
The man in the boat. My ass.
We send lots of dry towels her way. Yeah, so how is she doing over there? Is she faring okay, as she mentioned, or is she just... I guess she's not at work with all the flooding out over there right now.
She is actually there for some training of some sort for her work. So it is a business meeting, and supposedly there's very few people in her training session, and she is trying to sneak her earbud in. So, Luca, I'm sorry, Justin, if you are listening, Luca does say that she loves you.
Bad girl.
But moving right along.
Hello.
Get those pledges in if you want them, because once they're gone, they're gone. And of course, if they're gone, you'll be able to find them in places like Shroud Marketplace later on down the line. As I'm sure you'll find people who got some of these rares out there that will be available. I've been actually checking out the forums lately, and I see all sorts of interesting things going up and down for sale. I've actually seen a couple people looking to buy rent-free deeds for in-game gold already on these boards, and I'm looking at those listings going, yeah, and I'm looking at these listings going, and I'm scratching my head going,
Forget it.
really? You think somebody's gonna sell you a tax-free village deed
Nope.
for in-game gold?
Well, not.
Denied.
I hate to put it out there, but we can talk about this one off air. There is a want to buy list out there, and if you look at some of those things that are being bought, they are the exact same. The money he's willing to pay is the exact same as the item cost.
Oh, of course.
Which is pretty funny. Yeah.
Same exact as the what cost?
Like what it was on the add-on store.
Yeah, people want to buy, but they don't want to pay any more than what they were originally for sale for. And the problem with that is, you know, if you bought it on the normal price and it's no longer for sale, then it's worth more than the normal price to the person who has it compared to the person who don't have it. And I can't blame anybody for trying to get it for that kind of price. But I tell you what, is if I have some of those items, and I know I do, I'm not selling them back for cost. That's for sure. If I want to sell them for cost, I'll melt them down for credits, and I'll get myself something. You know, why am I going to sell you for cost? That's crazy.
They're looking for a nibble, I guess. Maybe somebody might.
Yes, Luca. It's going to be rare prices, and there are some crazy prices out there on some things. I know people who've spent $100+ on an Oracle head. I know people who spent $100+ on a birthday cake. So, you know,
I know people that have spent hundreds of dollars on Royal Founder accounts. I'm not mentioning names.
Yeah, well, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Royal Founder accounts come with a lot of bennies. You know, $100 for a single cake.
Yep.
You know,
Well,
that was $5 originally.
that replenishing. Yeah, well, that is one where, if you think about it, I've expected Lord British to have other birthday cakes on his birthday for sale in game, and he's only had that one.
And
yes, it will be rares prices, Oracle heads, replenishing birthday cake, the Hearth of Britannia cabinet. Those things will always go at a premium, as well as stuff that expired, like the cornucopia from 2014 will also always be rare as well. Speaking of cornucopia, I got a banana and a tomato.
I forgot what I got today. What wasn't anything good. Let me see if my scroll back still goes back far enough.
So, but the rares market is where this game is going to either crash miserably or it will succeed. Is one of my ideas. I'm a fan of the gray market. I kind of like it. So we will see what ends up happening.
Well, it's going to be interesting.
The housing situation
right now, the housing market is what everybody's got their eye on, and that's the hot topic out in the world, is the housing market. And again, according to Richard Garriott's tweet, he says he anticipates no shortage and people who are going to have available housing for them. I don't know. It's one of those things where damned if you do, damned if you do. And who do we got here in front of us?
Yep.
One of the EVL
Lemmy
crew.
Nyers.
One of the EVL crew. Ooh, I didn't do this today. Let me get this out there real quick.
You didn't do your We Are Live?
I did not. That's okay. That's quick enough.
And I need to say hi to Frisk. So hello, Frisk.
Hi, Frisk. Is Frisk watching on YouTube?
Yes, Frisk is working on YouTube, watching on YouTube, but
Yeah,
I don't know when I
stream.
missed his message. Hopefully, it was very, very recently.
Yeah, I wish they'd put
That would've been bad.
timestamping on the chats out there so we can, more
If
readily
you
identify.
have your analytics up, if you have your analytics, there is a time when the message comes in, as long as
okay.
it updates. So it does tell you the number of messages a minute. So that is there.
I did not
Yeah,
know
so
that.
we do have lots coming along. We do have more things. I am waiting for Final Wipe on July 28th. And then we also know that Lord British did post out earlier yesterday that more than likely launch will be in
by year's
by the
end.
end of the year.
Absolutely.
But we still, semantically, we argue that Final Wipe is still launch because you know what? Everything becomes persistent at that point.
Yep. Soft launch is what I'd call it.
Yeah, it's like a soft opening at a bar. It's open,
yeah,
but
exactly.
it's open.
I would call that beta if I had to call it anything. But since we're
Well, you can't
There
call
you
it
go.
beta because beta implies a wipe is coming.
True.
yeah, okay. I don't know if I
So what's
technically
their-
agree with that.
Sounds about right. What's their plans on commercial, advertising?
The operating
looking at it.
advertising budget is
0.
big zero. Big
boy,
donut.
they should put some money in that.
Their advertising budget is right here in this stream. NBNN out
no
shouting
Yeah,
it
word of
out
mouth.
24 hours a day, shouting it out to the world, telling everybody we can about it. That's the advertising budget right now. Everybody who's playing this game, who tells their friends, who walks around out in the public with Shroud of the Avatar garb on, telling the world about what's going on in the gaming world. That's the advertising budget. That's why there's such a big push on this hospitalitous movement. Did I get it right this time?
Yeah, no
Something
plans
like
on store shelf sales or anything.
And no, we are not going onto the store shelves. I actually have that as a verified answer. Well, let me say the verified answer was it's not going in a box on the shelves. Now, Jack and I, we were having this discussion a while back when we saw the Amazon insertion into the scheme of things, and we were talking about that. You want to touch on that a little bit there, Jack?
I got distracted by something else. What are we talking
Squirrel.
about? Squirrel?
That butter.
Shroud of the Avatar advertising budget, whether it's going to be distributed on the shelves, which we know it's not. Somebody had to do it. Nut Butter 2, letting the puppies shake loose there. The nut butter was already taken.
There you go. That's a new admirer, Les.
That's right. New follower, Nut Butter 2.
I have no nut butter followers. That makes me sad.
As before you know it, we're gonna
Nut
have
butter.
we're gonna have a mass of nut
1,000
butter
nut
followers.
butters.
That's right. Yeah. It's like Ramon's white mice.
Yeah, I think I know who nut butter is. I'm going to go with Scroda.
I don't know. I asked Led Zeppelin
know
who
what
his
you're
nut butter
talking
earlier,
about.
and he goes,
So
Nut
you're
butter?
thinking that it's Led Zepp?
"I thought it was, but either
Yeah,
that,
it wasn't me.
either that, or he's playing dumb."
not me.
Anyway, we're happy to have Nut Butter and Nut Butter 2 as followers. I don't care who you are. As you like a good joke and you're enjoying it and you're watching us. And of course, building up our followers count doesn't hurt.
No, it does not. Follow us everywhere with Nut Butter.
Follow us, follow us, follow us. You know, hashtag Nut
Don't forget
Butter.
to follow the YouTube channel as well.
That's right. Yes, absolutely, Frost Shocks. We started back, I believe it was release 17. We started a streaming initiative. We were on board with that. And, of course, it was the big push to get as many streamers out there. Streaming Shroud Avatar in places like Twitch TV and YouTube and shouting it out the top of their lungs. And while that was a nice effort on the part of the streamers, most of those streamers are now long gone. And, of course, the only folks left here are yours truly. We're hanging out. We've been here from day one that we started, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to shout it out as loudly as we can every day out here and let people know that Shroud Avatar is alive. It is well. It is in production, and we are getting ready to get it out to launch. And I mean, where we've been and where we are now, man, it's two different worlds. If you've seen and followed some of the old stuff, if you want to go back on YouTube, God, I laughed the other day. I actually clicked on a video and I stumbled upon one of the original Lunch with Lazaruses with the cheesy red armor in the open field, the bad graphics. And just nothing. I mean, I didn't even own the damn lot. I didn't even own the damn chair, and I didn't even have a clue what I was talking about on any given day. So we've come quite a long way, whether it be with the show, with the game. It's great to see, and I can't wait to see what these guys are going to give us next. What would be nice is give us the damn QA server.
It's even easier. Yeah, QA server should be coming up soon.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah. But we do have a couple of things if we look at the time.
Yes,
it is time for us to talk about the calendar and our thank yous and start winding things down. Yeah, remember Wednesdays are slow days. So are Mondays and Tuesdays, but
especially a week before a wipe. That's right.
Yeah, week before a wipe. So yesterday we did have a new player ask about, it's like, where is everybody? It's like, there's a wipe next week, and most people just bail.
Paper in their hand, that's where they're at.
Yep. So, community calendars provided by our friends over at Avatar Circle. Avatar Circle uses a Google Calendar, so if you have a guild alliance or you have a reason to add events to the calendar, or even connect to it, you can do so. You just need to contact Kazan Phoenix Fire, who's the current administrator of Avatar Circle. Today is Wednesday, 4/20, or April 20th. So you can either join Led Zepp and Laz and go out and get the speed weed from our Unity asset store for free. Yeah. So all times. Yeah. Speed Tree asset store. Get the speed weed. Remember, today is all times are New Britannia time, which is Central Standard Time in the real world. We have 3 events to go. I don't know if I can do it.
I don't know. I can see my fingernails growing, man.
Is this reality?
Remember, I did tweet out that you will not see a green moon tonight.
Alrighty, let's get on with these events here.
Okay, so today at between 4 and 6 on Avatar's Radio, we have DJ Golden Wing with the Community Appreciation Wednesday, which is 3 hours of community works, which includes music, poetry, stories, etc. So it's all community created. Just go ahead and join avatarsradio.info and listen into that. At 7 o'clock, we have the Every Virtue League PvP tournament. Remember, that's going to happen in the Underworld at Ashfall Festum. And that is a 2 brackets, newbie PvPers as well as seasoned PvP players. So winner takes 70% of the prize pool. Entry into this is only 1,000 gold. If PvP is not your thing, you can always go do some role playing at Striker Sparhawk's Happy Hour, which is otherwise known as
Spend Sparhawk's Gold. One of my
that is
favorite
Laz's favorite. Because you know what? I mean, last time I went to one of those, the devs showed, or Chris, I should say, showed up, as well as Matt as Gix. And they were summoning all kinds of trolls, demons. They are speeding up time, hastening time, and just completely messing around with game mechanics. It was kind of funny.
Nothing like free ale on somebody else's gold.
That's right. So you can go out, hang out, get drunk with at Striker Sparhawk Spins Sparhawk's Gold. You'll just need to whisper him beforehand to figure out where things are going to be
Where they're
happening.
having that tonight. That's right.
Yep.
They stumble around the lands and they travel from pub to pub throughout the world. Sometimes it's one place, sometimes it's another, and then of course, what do you mean sometimes? Always in different places. His last one I attended was out in the Welcome Center out in Longfall. They had a nice little pub set up out there for everybody to hang out in. So go check that out, because usually some crazy things happen out there when you get together with the crowd and start drinking some ale in a tavern.
All great things happen in taverns.
That's right. All great stories start in a pub.
Yep.
No comment.
Putting Led Zepp to sleep out here.
Too many windows open.
And don't forget, if you're having
speedweed.
Yeah, we can talk about our sponsors now, which is not going to be Speedweed off of the asset store or for Unity.
Oh, can we get Speedweed?
But
as a
if you're having
sponsor?
problems, no,
I could try.
you could try, but it's like, yeah.
Hey, man, we'll push you. Let's see if we can get it in the game. See, we should be pushing for it in the game for all the stoners out there. I'm sure we've got a fair share of them. But anyway, moving right along. Of course, we got to thank our sponsors out there. These guys are the guys who give you all sorts of great stuff and swag, especially Ben over at Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com. Go out there and you can get your licensed t-shirts, hats, patches, mugs, coinage, all sorts of great stuff out there. I also hear they're going to have some new stuff coming out in the store here. Ben's working on phone case covers and other little trinkets just for you. So go ahead and check out relicsbyrild.com. Use the promo code NBNN. Get 10% off your purchases by Relics by Rild. Wait, by Relics by Rild. Say that 5 times real fast.
Relics by Rild, 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 Relics by Rild.
And you blew it.
NBNN.
Because you didn't say, you didn't put the first buy in. Buy Relics by Rild. Anyway.
I think that was 6 times.
Moving right along. Of course,
so don't forget
Jacob White. You want to go ahead?
Jacob White, yes. Sodamap.com. If you're having problems getting to Striker's Happy Hour tonight and you know where it's at, you can always use Sodamap.com to search and find your path to get to it. So, and according to the guys at Portalarium, Sodamap.com is truth.
Yes, it is. Richard Garriott says it. It is true.
We can't forget our friends over at sodacraft.com and sodataming.com for all of your crafting and taming needs.
What's going on over there?
Oh, we're having all sorts of fun. It looks like we got the bathrooms overflowing. Oh, Led Zepp's working it off. He's rubbing one out over there. He's playing with his gun again.
The browser windows, not in-game.
And of course, sodataming.com, sodacraft.com. Those guys go ahead and done all the hard work for you. If you want to know about taming in game, you want to know about crafting in game, go check those guys out. They've got all the information you need to make your life easy. And of course, our good friends over at Shroud Marketplace, talking about those rares and all sorts of good stuff. They've got it all for you. Go ahead and tell folks all about it, Jack.
I wish I had it all, but I don't even own Earth of Britannia cabinets yet. But so,
Who's that going?
why do I have an echo? I don't know. Let's look.
Zep is stuck on.
Zep. Hold on. There
we go.
I fixed it temporarily.
Oh,
I moved him out. Okay, so let's see. ShroudMarketplace.com is going to be your place to buy or sell rares or services related to Shroud of the Avatar. You can join services such as Scrota's music service thing, where you can get Scrota to play your plays for an hour for free, for $1. And he's still supposed to be putting up everything you want for $10.
$10.
Which he has not yet put on there.
Is that actually $1 introductory price?
$1 introductory price. No include happy
What's
ending.
that include?
No happy ending introductory price.
Yes. No happy.
Introductory price
Yes.
one time
So-
only.
Other
Introductory
services that
price
we
gets you
do
moved
have, yeah, free boob balls. We do have Weddings and More by Laz is there as well.
That's
So
right.
if you are looking for any kind of service, you can set yourself up as a vendor and advertise it on Shroud Marketplace. And then from there, if you're looking to buy or sell accounts, there's a few up there, as well as some clothing, house decorations, a little bit of everything on ShroudMarketplace.com.
Are there any of those cabinets out there still? Are there any hearth cabinets out there?
There's still a few on there.
People
they're
got
still on
those
there.
hearth cabinets up there. Those puppies are hottest item in game out there. I see them selling.
What is that?
The Hearth of Britannia cabinets was given out one of the rare items in game. Not quite as rare as the neon milk wax cylinder, but it is rare nonetheless.
And someone asked if I was a Chinese player.
No, they're not Chinese players, and
What
they're
is that?
not gold farmers yet.
I think not.
And of course, we gotta thank you, the viewers out there. Of course, without you guys, this would not be possible if we didn't have you folks out there asking questions. Come and join us here in chat, having a good time with us, and of course, joining us in game. So, Jack, you want to go
And don't
ahead
forget-
and take us out?
Yes, thank you everybody for watching out on Twitch, listening to us on Radio Free Britannia. Don't forget, you can always go to wrfb.rocks and listen in there. Thank you for participating. Thank you for making the show interesting, because we do this for you guys, because of you guys. And we really would not be doing this if people weren't paying attention to what we had to say. So thank you from the bottoms of our hearts. If we missed your comments, we apologize. There are lots of windows that we miss frequently.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you to our new players that we've got joining us today. Frost Shocks, Nut Butter.
Nut Butter too.
As well as a few others. Yes. And hello there, Torque 1979.
That's right.
Welcome
Torque
back.
1979 is popping on in. Torque's
Yes.
a German streamer. He plays occasionally. He's been out of the loop for a while, but good to see him popping in before we sign off today. And it's people like them who keep us going day by day. But we're about out of time here for today's show, folks, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm Laz.
Thank you, Frisk. I'm Jack. And somewhere screwed up.
Hey.
And we
Thanks,
are
guys.
NBNN. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, music, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, Led Zepp getting naked, stumbling out of the bathrooms, and anything else we can bring you here in Shroud of the Avatar. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Don't forget, we got a wipe coming up next week. We're looking for the QA server out there. We'll keep you posted as to the updates, and we'll be back with more tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more here on NBNN. Eye of the Tiger. Just make sure the Led Zepp don't poke you in the eye with that thing.
I think we've got more issues than that with Led Zepp.
You'd lose your eye if I did.
He still don't get it, does he?
No, he doesn't. He's supposed to whisper.
You lose your eye.
Watch your eye out, kid.